talk about budgets today, but I felt like it was definitely needed, you guys, to talk about a money reset. Who needs a money reset before going into 2026? You like, listen, Janine, let me know. Let me know, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna be me. You said you soda. Okay. Let me know who else. I'm Talon. Thank you so much. I definitely need a money reset. Yes. I need it all. Leah, you said you need it all for listen, I'm here to help as much as I can. We are definitely going to talk about it. Thank you so much for the follow, Robbins. Welcome in, welcome in. We're talking about money reset today, you guys. I think 3 days before the new year. I want you guys to just think about some things that having a budget, like thinking about, oh, your budget has to be perfect, or about these like New Year's money reset for sure. We all do. We all do. Okay. I think it is something to be said that when we think about our money, right, a lot of us, we may be walking into talent. Thank you so much for the follow, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate all of you guys for being here. And all the new people that are here, my name is Janine. I talk about all things personal finances with God in the center. I am a financial coach, so I help people get on a budget, save money, and get out of debt. So again, we're going to talk about financial resets tonight. So I want you guys to put in the chat, how does your money feel right now? If you could describe how your money feels. And I like your rainbow mic. Thank you. Everybody loves a rainbow mic. I'll tell you. When people come in my room, they're like, "Oh my gosh, we love your mic, y'all." Listen, I got it from my son. So, random. Oh, you said your money feels random. Yeah. Oh, okay. Put it in the chat, you guys. One word that can describe how your money feels. How does your money feel going into 2025? I mean, I said 2025, y'all. It's 2026. How does your money feel? Steady. Budget breakdown. Hey, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. You know what, friend? I'm telling you, I'm going to mention this in a little bit. So make sure you stay around. Make sure you guys grab your daily heart meet. Budget breakdown. Make sure you grab sporadic. Okay, guys, y'all said random, sporadic. Okay, so we want to have some organization, you guys. And again, listen, there's no wrong answer to it, right? There's no wrong answer. And again, hopefully you you come off this. I thank you so much for the heart meet, friend. Hopefully you come off the live and feel a little bit more confident when it comes down to your money. So you say, you guys said sporadic. So here's the thing that I always say, like, y'all said random, sporadic. I think budget breakdown, you said steady. I feel like my money right now feels so. I would say for me, y'all, my money feel tight, and I'm gonna tell you why. My job just changed pace schedule, so I'm used to getting paid because I have two jobs, y'all. So if y'all don't know, y'all, I think I said it plenty of times. So I have two jobs. So usually one job will pay me 1 week, and then the next job will pay me. So I was getting money every week. But the other job switched their pace schedule, and they now are on the other job's pay schedule. So now I'm going to be getting paid every 2 weeks, y'all. And I'm low key like, oh my God, low key not really freaking out, but I'm like, dang, man, I'm really going to be going back to the every 2 week thing, y'all. So one of the things that I want you guys to be encouraged, or to know, like when we reset our money, I want you to think about your money routines, and how do you want to create them moving forward? What is your routines when it comes down to your money, or do you have any? Right? Do you just get paid and you just pay the bills? Do you just, like when you see a bill, let me know, do you have any money routines? Because I always say that putting systems in place is so, so important, you guys. So, so, so important. And one of the things, again, Coach Jennifer, hey, friend, welcome in, welcome in. I got a flash goal already, y'all. Let's see what the flash goal is. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart meet. What's the flash goal, y'all? Let's see what it is. And of course it would be. Hey, love. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Of course it would be Heart Me, y'all. Of course it would. Just TikTok just want to be messy and talent. I don't even think it's marvelous. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily Heart Me. I need 9 Heart Me's. And I know you guys priority gave your Heart Me. And then I did gave my Heart Me on my backup too as well, y'all. TikTok just want to be funny. Thank you so much, D, with the partners. They know I shouldn't even accepted it, y'all. I shouldn't even accepted it. His marvelous welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So put it in the chat, you guys. Do you have a money routine? Do you have a money routine? Do you have, when it comes down to getting paid, do you have a certain way you do it? Do you write down your expenses? You like there's so many things, and sometimes resetting things and going into the new year, we want to just build some we can refresh so you can get we can refresh so you can get your Heart Me. How can you refresh? Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Does that mean like the unfollow, the follow, or something like that? I don't know. Oh, sticker removed. Oh, I'm about to say I don't know. Looks, I can't say certain words on here. Yes. I know I see people do that, but thank you so much for the popular, says marvelous. I see people do that. It ain't that serious for me, y'all don't have to do that. But thank you though anyway. But yeah, you guys. So we talking about the reset, okay? So one of the things, so all of the new people that are coming in, his marvelous. Thank you so much for the populars, the new people that are here or just came and put in the chat. How does your money feel right now? That's what we were talking about. But I want you guys to think what a money reset is. A money reset is not a budget, it's not a spreadsheet, and it's not about fixing everything. A money reset is a pause. It's a moment where you stop running, you stop stressing, and you reset your heart and your mindset. Gemini, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. You ain't never been in my room, friend, but welcome in. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Truly appreciate you. Happy Monday, Queen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, we're talking about a money reset, you guys. And again, I want you to think about it more on your mindset, right? Your mindset and your heart when it comes down to your money. One of the scriptures that it says, forget the former things. Do not dwell in the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:18-19. I feel like, let me say, I feel like I lost my routine when my business revenue became sporadic. Listen, Leanne, I get it. I get it. And that's the thing, you guys, that I want to say when it comes down to your budgets and your routine, is they could be adjusted. So I get it when you're like, you may not feel as confident because the business and the revenue and things like that. But one of the things I want you to, just to be encouraged is, listen, we always can create a new one, right? So we can look back at what did work and then figure out how we can fine tune it. And I know having a business and the income is up and down, it's sporadic, that thank you so much, Gemini. Thank you so much for becoming a title gifter, friend. Thank you so much. I think one of the things too, Leanne, that I would recommend too, when it comes down to business and it comes down to like the budgets, when you have months that are higher, putting that money aside and putting that reserve for the months that are lower, because again, that way you can have some like, oh, thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for becoming a title gifter. Thank you so much, Gemini. Thank you, friend. And then like I forgot how money even works. Wait a minute. I think because I'm not working, I feel much more disconnected with my money. Yes, I get it. I get it. And again, like you guys, it's always, like I said, I feel like it's like almost like it's riding a bike, you guys, right? Like you may have not ridden a bike for a long time, but once you get back on it and you kind of like get your footing and stuff like that, then you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. So it's okay if you may have been out of the budget or maybe this didn't work. I, wait, what's it? What you say? Hold up, let me see what it says. I just don't want to miss no comments. So did you say you can't ride a bike? I can't. I still can't ride a bike. Well, maybe I should use the bike analogy. Maybe I should use the bike analogy. Maybe I should use another one. Maybe it's like, maybe when you exercise and you ain't been to the gym in a long time, and then all of a sudden you start to do it again, and your body's like, oh yeah, I remember these workouts. And again, it could be the same way when it comes down to your money. So, moving in 2026, you guys, I want you guys to think about some practical ways on, like, I guess how to, let me say, okay, how that what things you want to do differently in 2026, right? And then look at like what things work. Like, so here's a couple things that I do, you guys, like that has, thank you so much for Yalo. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for liking out the live, friend. Welcome in. Here's a couple things that I do, you guys. If you don't mind, would you give me a follow? Yeah. Go up. Thank you so much for viewing the products. Yep. Y'all welcome in, welcome in. Here's a couple things that I do when it comes down to my money and just like a routine. So prime example, you guys, one of the things that thank you so much for the 2026 is that I say in reference to your money when it comes down. Now again, when you get paid or when you get the payment, making sure that you plan out your like what you're going to do with your money before you spend it, right? So it's like, if anybody is familiar, are you guys familiar with the zero-based budget? Let me know if you know what the zero-based budget is. Put it in the chat and let me say, yes, I know what it is. No, you don't know what it is. You're like, girl, Janine, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what is the zero-based budget? Let me know. I don't know what it is. No, talent. No. Oh, Gemini, y'all know it's zero. Oh, listen, y'all listen. Well, we gonna learn about it, you guys. So listen. Okay, zero-based budget. Okay. So I sent 100 comments in your live. Okay, you guys, I want to make sure that I explain this in a way so you guys can understand. Zero-based budget is basically assigning a job, assigning. Hold up. I want to say it correctly. It's assigning your job to your money, like having an assignment for your money, but like a night blessing. Assigning a job. I feel like, I don't know, you guys. I know it, but my words is tripping up, and I don't want to see. So basically, when you get paid, thank you so much for the populars. When you get paid, you are already going to be assigning a job to your money, right? Like prime example, right? I want to see in Gemini, I know that you printed out this. I will be trying to do a zero-based budget. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna break it down because I'm a very visual person, right? So if you guys do not have these paycheck trackers, it is in my LINK. Let me know. I'm gonna flip the screen, you guys, so you can see it. So basically, a zero-based budget is we're going to assign a job for every single dollar. So this is just a paycheck tracker sheet, and I'll show y'all. If you guys didn't download it, I have it in there. So let's just say you get paid $1,500, right? I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Do I got a pen? Let's say you get paid $1,500, right? And you, dang, I don't have a calculator. Let's say you get paid $1,500 and your rent is, let's just say $1,000, and your utilities is $200, and your variable expenses is $200. So we assigned every dollar. We assigned that $1,500, and we made sure that we went, we assigned every dollar a job. Right. And this is why they call it like zero-based budgeting. Right. So they call it zero-based budgeting because you at the end, right? If once you pay, like, okay, you start off with the income, then then the next thing is your fixed expenses. What's your fixed expenses is all of their expenses that don't change. So that's your car note, your insurance, your mortgage, all of that. You have to make sure that you pay that. Then you have your variable expenses. These are all the expenses that change in the month. Your shopping, all of that. Your groceries, these change. So that's your variable expenses. And then your savings, if you're saving any money, if your debt payments, all of that equals up to zero. So you're assigning. So let's just say, like the same example that I talked about, 1,500 is coming in. You pay $1,000 for your rent. You pay $200 to your fixed expenses, $200 to your variable expenses. That leaves you, okay, I'm gonna call it a budget breakdown. But I like the term zero-based budget. Yeah, I don't know why they call it zero-based budget, because at the end of it, it's going to be zero. Because again, if you spend, your check is 1,500, it should be zero at the end. Now, I feel like people get it tripped up to say, oh, well, I have zero in my account. No, it's just basically, like I said, if I'm listing out all the expenses, y'all, and let's say we have $100 left over, instead of you leaving that $100 in your account, you're assigning a job to the money. Right? Instead of you just say, oh, well, I'm just going to keep the 200 in my account and just let it sit there. No, assign it. Have the money do something. Put it into your savings. Put it into your high yield savings account. Make sure it's getting some compound interest. Or you may say, let me put the extra $100 on debt. Whatever you do with the money, I get it. I'm not using my money for anything outside of what I assigned. Absolutely. And then you'll understand then, because they say, like, if you are not assigning the money a job, is so easily to be disappeared, right? Rochelle, welcome in. Well, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much, Gemini. Welcome in, Rochelle. Welcome in. It's so easy for the money to disappear because it's like you're not assigning it. Now again, I think I was glitching a little bit, y'all. Now, again, you can assign it for whatever you want. You may say, you know what, I want to, get my hair done. I want to get my nails done. That's what, that should make it easier to get some discipline around it. Yes. But then I also, like I say all the time, deprivation when it comes down to your budget is not a way to go. Listen, my clients, the way I teach them, we get a structured plan that works for them. And the budget always changes because, again, what's important to you may not be important to me. And one of the things I think one of the people in my community has said yesterday, she said that she's aware that she constantly overspends. No random purchases. If I want a treat, assign it ahead of time. Yes, Liam. Yes. But then that's why I tell people all the time, the budget gives you freedom. It gives you freedom in it because whatever is important to you, vibrant love, welcome in, friend, welcome in. So like prime example, and I tell people all the time, like, fast food is part of my budget. Now, is it now? I tried to do it when I was like doing this, you guys, and working out, the zero-based budget and all that stuff. At first, I took fast food out of it. And I'm like, oh no, we're not going to eat fast food. We're not going to do nothing. And then Byron Love, hey, welcome in, friend, welcome in. I was like, we're not going to eat fast food. And guess what I kept doing, y'all? Kept overspending, kept, eating fast food. Yup, budget doesn't mean cheap. It means structure. There we go. Yes. And I think people will be like, oh man, the budget, I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh my gosh. And it's like, I'll be telling people, y'all, it's the total opposite. You can do what you want when it comes down to your money, whatever's important to you. But the thing about it is that I always tell people what the budget is going to do for us, right? This is what my, clients come to me when we work on things. It's going to allow us to understand, okay, this is what you're spending, but what are your goals? Because once we understand the spending, once we understand the categories, you may say, Janine, I don't have an emergency fund, right? And I may look at your funds, I may look at your finances and say, okay, you don't have an emergency fund. can we peel back in certain areas? There may be certain areas of the budget that you like, Janine, I have to have something for my hair. I need to make sure that I get my nails done, whatever it is. And then you say, okay, you know what? But I could peel back this subscription. I could put this off. So then I say, okay, you know what? Then let's transfer that extra money that you were paying for the subscriptions or whatever it is, and let's move it to the savings. And now let's start saving. Because I think people automatically think that, oh, well, I need to make more money for me to save. I need to make more money when it comes down to my emergency fund. I need to make more money. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, making more money, sometimes that is the case. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Sometimes, yes, because I did tracking expenses today, and OMG, the money I spent on fast food is ridiculous. Listen, Sandra, what I tell you, friend, listen, you guys, when I first tracked my fast food expenses, I was like, oh, what? I was like, oh, I was like, I spend what? Yes, when I tell you guys, listen, I tell people all the time, listen, if you want to understand your relationship with money, track your expenses. This is the foundation, you guys. I tell my clients, track your expenses, because what you think that you spending, guarantee, I can bet my bottom dollar that you are spending at least 100 to 200 more than what you think. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, okay, because I have done it. Okay, I have done it. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably be spending $100 in fast food. I'll probably spend $200 in me. That's me on TT. Diva Roof. Listen, TT, y'all. We don't even. Yep, that's definitely. Yep, it definitely was over 200. Listen, and Sandra, I don't know if you got kids, friend, but I got kids, okay? And let me tell y'all, I was spending like $500 on fast food and going to the market, okay? I was like, what? You know what? Like $500 on fast food a month because I got 3 kids and going to the market. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is like, no. And again, like I say, I tell people all the time, I tell my clients, you really want to know where your money's at, because a lot of people think, oh, again, I need to make more money. I don't have any savings. And I'm like, guarantee you, I can find something in your budget and your finances where I can probably figure out some leaks. And that's where I start with first. Like I need, doing like a budget audit. Did I do like on my new clients or people that are interested in a budget audit where I look at your budget, look at your leaks that may be in your budget, and personalize a plan for you. So if you guys are interested in a budget audit, it is free, you guys. Let me know, put audit in the chat if you want me to send you the information. But yes, you guys, like, listen, tracking your expenses is the foundation. The foundation. We got to track our expenses. But again, when it comes down to the zero-based budget, that's basically, assigning a job for your money, each and every one. And again, also too, creating money routines that is going to work for you. Like how, one of the things, you guys, that I do, and I think I have a video on my page that is like, I don't know, it's at the top or something like that. One of the things that I would require with the zero-based budget, should we leave a buffer? Sandra, you can leave a buffer, but here's what I would say, friend. I want you to assign whatever the buffer is. I want it to do something. So you say, can we leave because the zero-based budget doesn't mean that you don't have zero in your account. But if you have a buffer, meaning in the finance world, we call it margin. So what is your margin after you pay all your bills? So let's say the money after you pay all of your bills, you have 500 left over. That's fine for you to sit up there and say, you know what, I want this to be my buffer. That's fine. But what I would say is a couple things. If you don't have an emergency fund, if you don't have a high yield savings account, then I would say start to do that. I do have a buffer. Now, this is what I do have, y'all. I have a $500 buffer in my checking account because all of my bills are on auto pay. So the buffer is very good for like your checking account to have. But again, I assigned it, right? And it's called the buffer for my checking account. So then that way, if any bills come out or anything, I'm not getting any overdraft fees or anything like that. So yes, I think it's okay to have a buffer, but we won't call it buffer, right? And then the buffer is not the same as the emergency fund or like the savings or sinking funds. These are three different things. So I know, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed, but the buffer I would keep in the checking account. The emergency fund I will put in the high yield savings account. So let's get some interest. And then the sinking funds, right? Sinking funds is like stuff that is going to come up for Christmas and stuff like that. That's something separate. So it's like three different type of savings, you guys. And I can go more into it. You like, girl, what is you talking about? So let me know if you guys are following. And let me know if I answered your question. But yes, but I do. I think that buffer is definitely needed, and it's good to definitely have a buffer. And let's see. Again, the routines, you guys. Some people are paper, like put it in the chat. Are you like a paper or digital, right? What do you rather do when it comes down? Because it's great to understand what works for you, and then that way we can build on it. So when it comes down to your budget or way you pay bills, you're better to write it down on paper, or is it better to do it digitally and have a spreadsheet? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Are you paper or digital? I'm just gonna say, y'all, your girl is a paper, but I do both. I really do both. Spreadsheet. Oh, Leanne, you said spreadsheet, friend. Oh, I got something coming out for y'all. Ooh, you said spreadsheet. I do both. I do both. She who walks with it. I do both, y'all. Okay, because I ain't gonna lie. Paper, Rose, you said paper. Okay, let me know, you guys. Are you paper or digital? Which one? Because again, like I said, you want to create routines that is going to work for you. Some people will say, you know what, Janine, give me a good spreadsheet. Let me put my numbers in there. And I do like the spreadsheets, y'all. Paper, Diva Ruth, you said paper. Listen, I do like the spreadsheets because then that way you don't have to do the math, right? When you just put the numbers in and plug it in, you could automatically just see it. Paper, I got my calculator. I got to figure out like, all right, let me add this up. All right, how much is left over? Da. With the spreadsheet, y'all, it's like, you just put the numbers in it. I could do both though. I mostly use spreadsheets for the money stuff. Yes. I'm listening. And again, there's no perfect like, oh, paper or digital. Listen, I do a combination. You can do both. You may say, you know what? Every time I get paid, like my paycheck, maybe I'll write that down because it's only a paycheck one. And then maybe you say my monthly, when I look at my expenses for the month, I may do that on a spreadsheet because in that way you can see everything. Again, there's no wrong answer to this. It's just whatever works for you. And again, you may say, you know what? I like to do both. And that's, I do like to do both. I have primarily done paper, but I am getting into digital. So I do have some spreadsheets that is coming out that I think that will help you guys and help you track your expenses better. And it's really good. So look out for that. The important thing is to do it. Exactly. I know, Leanne, it is. It is. And then sorry, you guys, I have an EF rainy day. Okay. Rainy day, a high yield savings, which I include in my fixed expenses. That's why it works for me on savings. Love it. So you have an EF rainy day, right? We all need a rainy day, of course. And that could just be a buffer or whatever. You have a high yield savings, which I include in your fixed expenses. So, and I like that. So you include in your fixed expenses, putting money towards your high yield savings. Is that what you're saying, friend? Because I think that's what you're saying, and I get it. And people do that, and I love that. Yes, I figured that's what you were saying. I love that because then you basically are forcing yourself to automatically save because you put it in your fixed expenses. So you basically like are putting in a bill for you to save, and I love that. And honestly, this is one of the things, you guys, that I have done to pay off. You're sounding like money goes friend. Yes. Listen, one of the things, you guys, that I said too that really helped me this year, I paid off 3 student loans and 2 credit cards. And one of the things that I did was almost like our friend Sandra. Let me make sure I'm saying your name right. Is it Sandra? I wrote down the amount of debts, right? Like I wrote down how much all of the debts was, and I reverse engineered it. So this is what, like, and people are like, Janine, what is you talking about? So let's just say that you want to pay $5,000 worth of debt off. and you divide it by 12. Now, see, y'all, I don't know what the calculator, whatever the number is, divided by 12. Let's just say it's 250 or 350. I don't know, y'all. Listen, I need a calculator. Whatever that number is, you could put it in your fixed expenses, and you know that if you sit up there and pay the 200, the 300, whatever it is to the debt every month, you will pay the $5,000 off. You'll pay your cards off within the year. So it's like, like if you miss a month, which again, life is going life, y'all. So it's okay. If you miss a month, you may have to double up in the next month, but you still are aware, like, okay, I know I got to pay $200 towards this debt every month for me to pay off these 4 credit cards by the end of the year. And that's exactly what Sandra did. But she's doing it in reference to her savings. You can do that in reference to your debt. That's what I did in reference to my debt. So, and then again, you guys, you know what it does? It takes the mental exhaustion. It takes the worry and all of that. You having to figure things out every single month. Listen, one of the things that I say all the time, we want to make it easy. I want you to create systems that's going to work for you when you're tired, when you don't feel like it, being a mom, having to juggle all of the things and do all that. We want the budget to be easy. So if you know already, okay, you know what? I got to put $250 up towards the debt. You know that. You ain't got to figure it out. You don't have to, you don't have to stress about it every time you get your paycheck. You just already know that if you put the $250 towards your debt every time you get paid, you will reach your goals. Now, again, life is going life. Sometimes you may be like, all right, well, I can't do it this month. So you may say, you know what? I can't do it this month, but I maybe double it. But again, we want it to be as simple as possible, you guys. And I think that's one of the things that maybe stops us from doing the budgets, because it's complicated. It's like, oh, I don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed. Like, what should I do? What should I do? So again, if you guys want any help, like organizing your budget in a way, figuring out your numbers, like, Janine, I just need help to organize it. I need to figure out what systems to put in place. I need all that. Let me know. That's what your girl is here for. Let me know again. And again, like I said, one of the things I said, the way I have to head out, but I'll be back on Wednesday. This was a good start for me as a reminder. Oh, thank you so much, Leah. Thank you so much, friend. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. But yeah, you guys, if you again, thanks, friend. You welcome, friend. You welcome, you welcome, you welcome. If you guys again need any type of like structure, and it's like, and I feel like also too, I feel like the hardest is to create the routine, but once you have the routine, it's like second nature. It's just something that you'll do. It's easy. It won't take some time. People will be like, oh, like I do my budget probably in like, I don't even know, like less than it's really easy, like less than 10, I don't know, not less than 10 minutes, y'all, but maybe like 20 minutes, because it's pretty much the same. You get into a system, you figure out what works for you. Love thy neighbor, welcome in, friend, welcome in. You figure what works for you, and then you just really change. Like the numbers may change a little bit, but for the most part, your fixed expenses is not changing. Your variable expenses may change a little bit. Your savings and your debt, that stuff may change a little bit. For the most part, it doesn't. So again, we want to create some routines in place, you guys. But one of the things that I want to talk about too, you guys, is we talked about money reset, y'all. Before the new year, you need a money reset. There are 3 steps in reference to the reset. I want you guys to make sure that you are got your pen and paper out. Where are we at? We are at 5K. Dang, y'all. We need to be tapping out a little bit. I got a little helper on here. But if we could tap out the live a little bit, you guys, let me see. Okay. If we could tap it out and we can share it out the live, and we can get it to at least 10K, y'all, that would be greatly appreciated, y'all. Let's get the live to 10K, y'all. I try to like to get it to 50K before I leave. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. So the money reset, the 3 steps of the reset, y'all. Number one, when it comes down to your money reset, right? Before the New Year's, one thing I want you to do, I want you to reflect. Talon, welcome in. Oh, thank you so much for laughing out the loud. I want you to reflect. Before we move forward, we need to reflect without judgment. So we need to think about, when it comes down to our finances, what worked this year? What worked for you this year? What didn't work? What drained you financially this year? So put it in the chat, you guys. If you could name one thing that worked this year for you in reference to your finances, what is one thing that worked for you? And again, I would say for me is me writing down all my debt, and me putting the line item in my budget, and just basically knowing that I had to put a certain amount aside every month to pay off the debt. That worked for me, and it allowed me to pay off, again, 3 student loans and 2 credit cards. Now next year my goal is to pay off 2 more credit cards, and I have 2 trips that I want to take next year, and I want to pay them. I want to do the trips in cash. So even though it's going to slow down my debt journey a little bit, I definitely want to still pay off the 2 credit cards, and the 2 trips I want to use with cash, and that's my goals for 2026. So put it in the chat, you guys. What worked for you in reference to your finances? And again, maybe you have to think about it. What didn't work? So step number one would be reflect on your money in 2025. Figure out, like, things that, again, did well with, and things that you're like, I could have did a little bit better. Number two, release. So these are 3 R's. First is reflect about our money. 2, release. Release any guilt or shame, you guys, when it comes down to your money in 2025. You can't carry shame into a new season. Okay. I don't know who this is for, but listen, release the guilt, release the shame of these, maybe the money decisions that you made in 2025. I need you to leave it in 2025, because in 2026 we can't bring it. We can't bring the same mistakes. Don't disqualify you. It teaches you. I want you to remember that mistakes don't disqualify you. It teaches you. So we need to change our mindset when it comes down to that. I'm sitting up there hearing myself on repeat. When it comes down to release, what would I say? Oh, release. Yes. When it comes down to our money, the scripture says there is therefore now no condemnation. Romans 8:1. Again, any shame or guilt that you have in reference to your past money decisions in 2025, leave it in 2025. Release it. Release it. Release it. I will say, especially, I think Diva Roof, I don't know if you're still in the room, but we talked about TT, y'all. Listen, your girl spent a lot on this app, y'all. Ooh, child. Okay. Y'all hear? I was like, what? So I have to give myself grace and release it, because I'm like, oh, I have spent too much coins on this app. Let me know in the chat if you guys are guilty of it. Have you spent too much coins on this app? Because it is so easy to spend a lot of coins with this app, y'all. It's really, yeah. So I got to release the guilt, because I feel like, for me, I'm like, Janine, you know better. You know better. Like, come on. You like, but it's so easy to get on this app, and you want to support the creators, and you want to do all of the things. And it's just like, it's really easy to spend over your budget on this app. So you definitely have to be aware. Make sure you are creating a budget for these TT coins. If you are a live host, or even if you're a viewer, supporting your favorite creators, I think that, it's nothing wrong with supporting your favorite creators, but just make sure you have a budget with it. Okay. And then number 3, you guys, realign. A reset doesn't mean starting over, it means starting aligned. So align with peace. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Align with peace, align with wisdom. Gems of Jamie, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Align with God. I tell people all the time. You guys will hear me say this over and over and over again. Realign. Make sure you are inviting God into your finances. There's one thing to have these practical tips. There's one thing to have, like, the steps on, doing the budget, doing all this. There's another thing to invite God into your finances, you guys. The scripture says, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16:3. You guys, make sure, Diva Ruth, thank you so much for the repost. Make sure that you are inviting God into your finances. Make sure that you stay on your hands and knees in prayer. Invite him into it. Ask him to give you strength and wisdom in reference to your financial decisions. It's so, so important. That's right. Amen. Yes, yes. So, so important. So when I talk about realign, yes, amen. You have to. Yes, Sandra. It's like a must. It's a must. It's a must. You have to, have to, have to. And again, he'll give you guidance. He'll give you wisdom on things that, okay, maybe I shouldn't make that money decision, or maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And it's like, realign, align yourself with peace and with wisdom and with God. Is so, so important, you guys. So, so important. So, let me know. A journey of faith. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So let me know, you guys, do you want peace or perfection in the new year? Put it in the chat, y'all. Yes, it is. Yes. Do you want peace or perfection in the new year? Which one do you want, y'all? Do you want peace or do you want perfection? Both. Diva Ruthie said both, friend. But I don't know if both can exist, because it's like peace, right? When you think about peace, when it comes down to your money, peace. When you think about peace and it comes down, can perfection live in the same place? Talent, right? Peace, right? It's like, I don't know if perfection can live in the same place as peace. Because if you really have peace when it comes down to your money, it probably won't be perfect. It probably won't be perfect. Probably won't be perfect. And yeah, if I'm choosing anyone, you guys, I'm definitely choosing peace. Perfection is I think it's unrealistic a little bit, because it's like, when it comes down to your money, I'm sorry, y'all. When it comes down to your money, there's so money ebbs and flows. It's ups and downs. It's never, going to be perfect. It's going to be times where, you're getting more money. Maybe you took a pay, maybe you didn't get the bonus or you didn't do the overtime. So it ebbs and flows. It goes ups and downs. Maybe you're paying more out in January than you paid out in December. Maybe you're spending a little bit more in January than you spent in December. Now taxes come around. Pretty Nikki, welcome in, welcome in. Now you're getting a little bit more money. Now you're getting the income tax. So now we're spending way more than what we did. So again, when it comes down to the budget and it being perfect, I definitely think that it really like just doesn't exist. But we definitely want people, but peace we can definitely have for sure, you guys. When it comes down to your money, we definitely can have peace. So what are some of the things, you guys? I don't know what's the thing. What is one thing that, in reference to your finances for 2026, that you want to do differently? I think I said this, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. What is one thing that you want to do differently when it comes down to your money for 2026? Is there anything? It's just like, if you didn't save, do you want to save? If you didn't pay off debt, do you want to pay off some debt? Maybe you want to invest. Maybe maybe you want to, consolidate some of your loans. What is one thing that you want to do differently with your money in 2026? I would say for me, you guys, what do I want to do differently with my money in 2026 that I didn't do this year? I would say, like, so when I usually go on trips or, go out of like the city, I'm usually I'll put it on like a credit card. So one of the things that I want to do differently in 2026 is move on the side of cash. So instead of me using credit cards to do that, I want to use my own cash. Pay off debt. Ooh, talent, listen. Me and you both, friend. Pay off debt. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely. I'm on a debt-free journey as well. And that is something that I'm going to be doing in 2026 as well. Paying off debt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else. What else, you guys? Let me see. Let's see. What else, you guys, are you doing in reference to your money in 2026? Let me know. Let me know what cuz so we talked about what we want to do differently. Let's talk about maybe some wins in 2025. What are some, I think we talked about wins as well. Save more. Save more. Nice. I definitely want to save more too. I need to beef up. I said to myself, I need to beef up my emergency fund. Well, yeah, like my high yield savings account. I need to beef it up a little bit. And I was like, I want to put some more money in it too. Yeah. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. But I will say, you guys, I think that it's one thing to be said that doing 1,000 things at one time is you don't get the same results that you would get if you focused on one thing. So I'm telling myself that, like, girl, you want to save and you want to pay off debt. Like, what are you doing? Starting a month ahead binder. I love this, Sandra. Oh, you know what? You just hey Beryl, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. You actually, good evening. You actually reminded me, you guys, let me know if you are interested. We're doing a savings challenge in January. Let me know if you guys are interested. I will send you the information. But yes, we're going to be doing a savings challenge in 2026. We want to start off the new year with a bang. Okay. So, a lot of times they do like a lot of different savings challenges, and we want to make it fun and, interactive. So if you're interested in the savings challenge, let me know. But because it'll be like a PDF where you can print it out and you just color it in every, like if you save $10, then color in the $10, and you save, you just color it in. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. But yes, we are going to do a savings challenge in 2026, starting off the new year, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in the savings challenge. Okay, friend, I will send you the information. Yep, it's free. So I will send you the information. Yes, yes. I think it's so, it's great to start the year off with like a bang. Like, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for the 2026s, you guys. Thank you so much. Joseph, thank you so much. I'm saying you guys, but I know it's you. So yep. So we were just talking about before the new year, you need a money reset and how we can reset our money. I talked about 3 R's, reflect, release, and realign. Make sure that you reflect on your money goals or your decisions that you made with your money in 2025. We want to reflect on it. 2, we want to release any shame when it comes down to things that you have done in reference to your finances in 2025. We want to release it. We just want to release it. I don't want you guys to be going into New Year with any shame or guilt when it comes down to your finances. And 3, realign. Make sure that you realign with peace, peace, with wisdom, and with God. So make sure, victorious, welcome in, welcome in. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. So, I came on the new time, y'all. So I'm like, I could tell that my people, because when I first came on, I'm like, is nobody here? It was crickets, y'all. It was crickets. I was like, where's my peeps at? They like, girl, we is not you see who coming on this early. So you leveled up, friend, to 11 in the fan club. Ooh, friend. We are here now. I know. But I'm letting you know. My new time is 7:30. It's 7:30, y'all. Cause I was like, oh, where they at? Where is they at? Yeah, so the new time, you guys, is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So it's just like a half an hour before. It's not even that much of a difference. But I will be on here 7:30. And I'm going to be doing Monday through Thursday instead of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So it's the new schedule starts this week, y'all. So Monday through Thursday. Thursday, I will be on, and I won't be on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the new schedule starts this week. Gotta charge my phone before I go live. Oh, okay. Yeah, you go live late too, friend. I know. Listen, I was like, I'm going live early so I can get off early, y'all. I was like, yes, yep. My notification didn't notify me. It didn't. I don't know why it didn't. TTB playing. Yes, friend. Yes, you go on late. I be trying to scroll on these, but I said today, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, I finally finished my website. You guys, you probably have heard me talk about this over and over and over again. So this is what I did, y'all. I finished my website, which it took me all weekend to do because I had to like organize the files and do all the stuff. So I finally finished it, y'all. And I took like an energy drink. I've drank energy drinks before, especially like when I used to work night shift. I used to drink a Pepsi or whatever, but I haven't drunk an energy drink in a long time, right? And I even drink like all of it. I drunk like half of it. Drunk like a half of the. Matter of fact, I drunk probably like a quarter of it. Congratulations! Thank you so much, friend. Listen, when I tell you, I'm so glad to be done with it. It takes so much, like just to organize the files, to do the written content that has to be on the website, and then the videos, the B-roll, the pictures, the colors, like it just was like so much. So yeah, so I finally did that, y'all. Finally finished the website. I actually came on late yesterday too. Finished the website, but drunk a little bit of the energy drink, y'all, and then didn't go to sleep. Right, Coach Chantel, welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Hey, friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, y'all, drunk the energy drink and didn't go to sleep until 5 a.m. Y'all, I start work at 6. Okay. I've been up the whole entire night. Finished the website, but just working on stuff. Oh no, exactly, y'all. Thank you so much for being the title gifter of the Finger Hearts, Coach Chantel. What? I'm like, I don't know, like why all of a sudden this energy drink had this like weird reaction to, I don't know, but it was just like I literally did my live from like 9 to 11, y'all. Last night, people were on here, and then I was doing stuff in the website and stuff. I didn't close my eyes till 5 o'clock a.m. and then I had to get back up at 6. So I'm like, what? I don't know, but nurse, welcome in, friend, welcome in. So y'all, I don't know why I did it. Be careful of the energy drinks. That's the whole purpose of my story. Be careful of the energy drinks because it had your girl up. Okay. And when I joined your fan club for 100 days. Oh, Coach Johnson, you joined it. So, but I got it done though. So that was the thing. Thank you so much for the populars. Yes, I got it done. So yeah, that's the thing. But yes, y'all, in reference to your money. So yeah, the new time will be 7:30 p.m. We are holding up. You are holding up. I would have been sleeping. Listen, when I tell you I took a nap earlier, y'all, I was like, because I work from home. I think I was looking at the computers and was like glitching a little bit. I think I was looking at the computers, y'all, and my eyes probably was like rolling in the back of my, like I just couldn't say yes, girl, too much bad B6 in those energy, or too much bad B6. I know, E-nurse, I know. And like I said, I I usually don't do the energy. Well, I now E-nurse, working in a hospital, I used to do the energy drinks on overnight shift. I used to be overnight 7P to 7A, and I used to get the Pepsis and sometimes do the energy drinks. And this is how majority of us is surviving on a night shift. Okay. You just but again, like a Dutchman, welcome in, friend. Welcome in, hey friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for liking out the live. Hey. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. The energy drinks again, I would try not to do them every day, but again, the whole overnight shift, that's not, hey friend, hey, welcome in, welcome in. But I don't know what it is, y'all. Maybe because I haven't had an energy drink in a long time. I don't know, but it had your girl up, and I was just like, oh man. So I'm definitely going to be in the bed tonight for sure. Yeah, but definitely, I don't know how I'm holding up either. I did take a short nap before I came on, but I was like, "Oh, Lord help me." But yes, y'all. But we were talking about money resets, you guys. I want you to think about your finances going into 2026. It's 3 days before the new year. Veronica, welcome in, welcome in. Think about your finances. Think about how you want to Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friend. The happy hat. Oh, I love it. Ener, she said that. Thank you so much, friend. I love that. Thank you so much. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, you guys, I want you to think about your finances in 2025. Again, leave the guilt. If you didn't make the perfect money decisions in 2025, I want you to leave it in 2025. In 2026, you guys, we're going to create some routines and some systems when it comes down to your money. One of the things that I always say that is so important, make sure you invite God into your finances, whatever it is. If you are praying for that financial blessing, if you are maybe it's pivoting time, maybe you need to switch jobs, whatever it is, make sure that you invite God into your finances. This is some of the things that I like constantly say. I will say that, this year I transitioned a lot. Like I left 2 jobs and I got a new one. So it is something to be said that, when you are inviting God into your finances, God has the final say, whatever it is. We're living, like hard times. A lot of people are, struggling to get work, and, a lot of people are unemployed. So I thank God for, having a job and, having a kind of like stress-free job, and my managers are great. So sometimes we take that for granted, because I know a lot of people maybe had toxic jobs, maybe don't have good bosses. And I have been there. I've been in toxic situations in hospitals and stuff like that. So I do appreciate all of that. So sometimes, when it comes down to our finances, we can just be thinking about what we didn't do, or we didn't get the raise, or we need to make more money, or it can be all the things. But sometimes we need to sit back and think about what God has done. Sometimes it may be just, thank you so much for the donuts. Sometimes it may be just maintenance, you guys, right? There's nothing wrong with just maintaining. God has, for him just providing consistently for you, that is something to also be thankful of. And then, moving in 2026, what are some of the things that you want to do differently when it comes down to your finances? Do you want to look for a better job? Very true. Yes. Yes. When it comes down to your finances, what do you want to do differently? Again, and make sure that you're writing those steps down. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Truly appreciate you, friend. Welcome in. Thank you so much for grabbing your daily heartbeat, friend. Welcome in. But and again, like I said, when it comes down to your money, we all are not perfect. We don't make, we all may not make perfect decisions when it comes down to your finances. But good evening. Hey, Al, good evening, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. But I want you to remember that God's mercy is new every single day. Again, you may be praying for that financial blessing. You may be wanting that raise. Maybe you want to switch jobs. Whatever it is, make sure that you take some time and you invite God into your finances. And again, the money reset is more about, we need to reset our minds, right? We need, and again, some of the things that I talked about was, reflect. We want to reflect on 2025, but we don't want to stay there, because I think sometimes when you reflect, you maybe in you're like, oh, I didn't do this, or maybe this didn't happen, or I didn't reach this goal, this and that. I think that awareness is key, and it's okay to be aware of maybe some of the goals you didn't reach in 2025, but don't sit there with it, right? Don't beat yourself up, because like condemning yourself is not going to it's not going to help you make better decisions either. You know what I mean? Also release any shame or guilt, or any of that when it comes down to your money in 2025. We're not bringing it into 2026, you guys. And then it's a learning thing. I feel like, for a couple of you guys that are TikTok live posts, y'all, the one thing I said is, I gotta make sure I'm sticking to the budget on TT, y'all, because I will say in December, this month, I've spent the most on this app. And I was like, woo, yeah. Okay, so I was like, let me make sure that I'm watching my budget on here, y'all, because it's so easy to spend your coins. And y'all know it's a live post. I know y'all know. Okay, so that's one of the things. And awareness, like I said, you can be aware. See you later, friend. I will be reflecting and resetting for 2026. Oh, love it, friends. See you later. Thank you so much for coming in and the support. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. So yep, reflecting and resetting. And then a lot of it, like I said, you guys, a lot of it starts in our mind. Starts in our mind. Starts in our mind when it comes down to our finances. 2026 is the proper time to I guess what I'm prepping for my wish chat. You doing your voice chat tonight, Elle? I'm reading the thing. You doing your listen, I like to do the voice chat. So listen, when I don't feel like going live, I'm like, I'm gonna do the voice chat. Okay. Because then that way people still can come in and get their daily heart. Yes, I'm the guinea pig. Oh, you're the guinea pig. You the guinea pig. Listen, like I said, I like the voice chats. At first, I was like opposed to it, like, oh, I'm not doing the voice chats or whatever. But I will say that like sometimes if you're in like the C league, so you can get out of like the negative zone, you kind of have to have some live time, right? So was I. Yeah. Now I will say the voice chats is not going to bring like new people really in your room. The views are going to be super low. It's probably just going to be the people that like know you, LYI, the agency people may come in there. But like I will say, like, I wouldn't tell anybody to, if you're trying to grow your community, just strictly do the voice chats. Yeah, no. But I will say that you can do voice chats in the mean in between time, like, to make sure that you're consistent and stuff like that. But because the views on the voice chats is like super low, super, super, super low. Awesome. Yeah. The views for the voice chats are really, really low. But I like some of the music. I know E-Nurse, man, I came into your voice chat one time. I don't know what you was playing, but your playlist was fire. I was like in there jamming. I was like, oh man, I forgot what you was playing, but I was like, some of you guys music be like on point. I was jamming. Dr. Lisa was talking about every day I have to come up with something. I know, Elle, she did say every day. I know. I thought about that. She did. She challenged us every day, y'all. Lord help us. I'm definitely gonna be doing the voice chats too. Every day. Woo, Jesus. Ooh, I don't know. Listen, I'm like already going to do the lives Monday through Thursday, but then it's like every day. Oh man, that's a lot, y'all. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it every day. So the voice chats are definitely going to help, because it's going to be the time you don't feel like it. Because it's a lot to do the lives. It's like, it's just a lot. I guess you could do some of the ones where you're kind of like more chill and maybe you're not teaching anything or maybe you're not saying anything. Oh, America, thank you so much for the roses, friend. But it's still like if people are used to coming to your room because you're teaching something, and it's like that's what they kind of expect. They'll be like, all right, so what you talking about today? So it's just like, yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely hard though. But let me see how long I've been on, y'all. Cause you see, my problem is I'll be chatting too long. Okay. I could be on here talking for a long time. A long time. An hour and 14. Man, my lives used to be like my lives used to be like 2 hours, 2 hours and 40. I'm like, yeah, no. I was like, shorten the lives a little bit. But yes, you guys. So again, so we talked about the money reset. Let me know if you guys have any questions when it comes down to it. Thank you so much for your support. I'm not gonna lie, my energy is fading, guys. It's fading because your girl been up since last night for sure. So let me know. Tomorrow I will be on here. You know what? I probably need to ask Miss Treetop because I'm doing a battle, you guys, on New Year's Eve battle. Dr. Lisa assigned me with somebody outside of the agency, y'all. And I looked on her page, y'all. She had an enigma come into. Thank you so much, Elle, for the roses. She had an enigma, y'all, come into her room and gave her a fox. Okay, get your rest. Thank you. She had the daily, the person that I'm battling. I don't know how she had a freaking enigma come in her room. Hey, mama. Hey, yo. Hey, friend. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. How are you? Me too. I need to do a power up battle tomorrow. Oh, Coach Chantel, maybe we could do one. Cause I know Nika Grace said that she was gonna do one with me too, but I had reached out to her and I know Miss Treetop said she's always down to do it because I was like, I need some power-ups as well. So let me know because I was like, I need to, get a couple power-ups if we could do something real quick or whatever. Cause y'all, I think the lady coming with a little bit of smoke, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, whoa, she freaking had an enigma come into her room and give her a fox or whatever, or lion or whatever. I was like, whoa. And she got 11.5K followers, which honestly, that don't really mean anything. But I think she a battle, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I think she a battle. So I was like, let's be a little bit prepared as much as we can. Yo, we're talking about I'm doing a New Year's Eve battle. And we need to get some power ups. So Coach Chantel, let me know. Let me know if we could definitely do like a rules one or something for us just to get some power ups. Cause I know Dr. Lisa told me she's like, you gotta get some power ups. I'm like, okay. So definitely. But yo, this towards the end of the live, friend. I have a new time. I'm starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's just a half an hour earlier. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me too. I need to do a power up battle for tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so let me know. Sure. Message me what time you're available tomorrow. Okay. Yep, I sure will. Yep, I'll message you. Because I was thinking to myself, shoot, I probably could do it while I'm working. Multitask, y'all. But yes, y'all, listen, it's towards the end of my live, you guys. We talked about resetting our money. Make sure that you guys reset your money. Think about some of the things that you want to go into in 2026, in reference to your money, building some systems in place and money routines that you could stick to moving forward in 2026. We're 3 days away. I was thinking about doing like maybe tomorrow, you guys, I'll come on and do like a vision board. I wanted to do a vision board. And so talking about just like maybe I'll show you guys, maybe I'll do TikTok live studio. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna try that tomorrow, you guys. I'll pop up next time. Next time I see your light on my. Okay, thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate you. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow, you guys. Maybe we'll do a vision board and I'll do TikTok live studio and you could maybe see my vision board and we can talk about it. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. So I will be on here 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Official signature blue. Hey friend, welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate you for being here. Listen, y'all, thank you so much for grabbing your daily heart, me friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Truly appreciate you. Y'all know, good evening, friend. How are you? How are you? Good evening, good evening. We talking about our money reset. And y'all know, um, you know, people start to come in when you about to end your live, people will be coming in. This is towards the end of my live, friend. I changed my time a little bit. I'm going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now it'll be Monday through Thursday. So I will change my bio, and I'm gonna make sure that I update it. But some of the things that we talked about, tonight was just resetting your money when it comes down to your financial goals, in 2025. Make sure that you're taking some time to reflect about your money decisions this year. What do you want to maybe bring into 2026? What do you don't want to bring into 2026? So make sure that you reflect. What did I say? Hold on, reflect, release. Make sure you release and realign. Reflect, release, and realign. In 2025, moving in 2026, you guys. So let me know. Truly appreciate all of you guys for being here, for liking out the live, sharing it out. I always usually end my live, you guys, with a prayer. And I'm going to say this short prayer. Thank you so much again, you guys, for being here. God, we thank you for bringing us to the end of this year, for sustaining us, for covering us, for teaching us even through mistakes. Tonight, we release financial shame. We release pressure. We release fear. We ask you to reset our hearts, renew our minds, and guide our finances with wisdom and peace. We step into the new year aligned, covered, and confident in you. In Jesus' name, we pray all of these things. Amen. Truly appreciate all of you guys for being on here tonight. Again, I will be back on here tomorrow. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we're going to talk about vision boards and some of the visions or things that you want to be working on. Amen. Yes, amen. Some of the things that you want to work on going into 2026, you guys. Yes. So let me know. Let me know. That's about it. I want you guys to remember, budget with faith and prosper with grace. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great night.